The track, our first of 4 sections, 14-year-old boys, 1,500-meter run. We have Kyle Samlick of New Hudson, Michigan, Max Schusterman, Smyrna, Georgia, Palmer Moe, Seattle, Washington, Name Bay, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Justice Artiste, Rasharon, Texas, Evan Spann, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Caleb Miller of Arlington Heights, Illinois, Xavier Forrest, Florissa, Missouri, Liam Rangel, Rochester, Indiana, Liam Quintana, Claremont, Florida, Everton Christie of Miami, Florida, Trevion Johnson of O'Fallon, Missouri, Kyle Bell, Joliet, Illinois, Devontae Wilson, St. Louis, Missouri, Connor McCullough, Rockton, Illinois, Dejaria Liggins Jr. of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Darius Oliphant, Raleigh, North Carolina, Jason Penton, Independence, Louisiana, Jelton Lurie, Memphis, Tennessee, Jerome Dela Cruz, Louisville, Kentucky, and Keanis Larry Snavely of Cocoa, Florida. 1:05.65 seconds for the first 400 meters.
First 2 flights are complete in the 9-year-old boys long jump. Flight 1, Jonathan Carter. Jonathan Carter, 10.3 in 1/4. Raven Elia Lewis, 10.5 in 1/4. Jacob Daly, 10 feet 6 inches. Kara Lewis, 10 feet 8. And Miles Miskell, 11 feet 8, leading that first flight. Clayton Gary in flight 2, 11.4 in 1/2. Godswill Gladiolor, 11.7 in 1/4. Rico Carpenter, 11.10. Marcus McCoy from the Rams Track Club, currently second, 11.10 in 1/2. Antoine Hughes Jr. from Lights Out Track and Field, 12 feet 1 in 1/4. The best jump, 9-year-old boys long jump after 2 flights.
Back on the track, coming up with 2 laps to go. Max Schusterman of Smyrna, Georgia, now taking the lead. Second, number 8, Xavier Forrest of Florissant, Missouri. Evan Spann, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Devontae Wilson, St. Louis, Missouri. Coming around the bend, 800 meters reached roughly in 2:29. Schusterman Max Schusterman now with a surge, trying to lose his competitors. You can see Schusterman at the top of the bend as he makes his way just past the steeplechase water jump. Second, number 6, Evan Spann, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Schusterman making his way up the stretch, building for the bell lap. Number 1, Kyle Samlick, now in third. 3:30 at the bell. 3:30 with 400 meters to go. Max Schusterman of Smyrna, Georgia, thus far in control of our first of 4 sections. 14-year-old boys, 1,500-meter run. Schusterman at 1,200 meters in 3:49. Schusterman making his way down the back stretch toward 200 meters to go. Still in second, Evan Spann of Philadelphia. Max Schusterman of Smyrna, Georgia. .100 meters to go for our leader. And it will be Schusterman taking section 1. .445.88 for Schusterman. Second, Evan Spann, 455.26. spirited sprint for the finish in third. That's Kyle Samluck of 4:56.79. Xavier Forrest for fourth in 4:56.81. Section 2 coming up soon. Our field will have McKay Jack, Decatur, Georgia, Luke Pohl of Canton, Michigan, Tanner Henderson of Midlothian, Texas, Kobe Brackmeyer, Morrison, Illinois, Thomas Westrick of Grand Rapids, Michigan, Nathaniel Mahoney of Austin, Texas, William Leach, High Point, North Carolina, Tracy McKinney of Bolivar, Missouri, Javon Kirksey, Detroit, Michigan, Christopher John Duncan of Plumas Lake, California, John Lee of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Continuing with our lineup, Nathaniel Guy of Dover, Delaware, Jordy Chavaria, Canton, Ohio, Sergey Lefevre of Brookline, Massachusetts, Adrian Keys, St. Louis, Missouri, Eric Davis of Tyrone, Georgia, Shamik Cromwell, Richmond, Virginia, Amin Rivera, Charlotte, North Carolina, Charles Brown, Coatesville, Pennsylvania, Marlon Davis of Tyrone, Georgia, James Farrell, Detroit, Michigan, and Nicholas Robinson of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Al Quickly, this is number 16, Eric Davis of Tyrone, Georgia. Number 9, Javon Kirksey, Detroit, Michigan. In second, Adrian Keys, he's from St. Louis, Missouri, now in third. As our leaders make their way up to 400 meters, our first split, hitting 66 seconds, 1:06 for our leader.
Results of Flight 2 of the 15, 16-year-old girls long jump scrolling on the board near the long jump pit. Taylor White, Houston Vision, 16.4 and 1/2, was fifth in that flight. Ashton Wood, San Antonio Blazers, fourth, 16.8 and 1/2. Kieran Tate from Motor City, 17 feet 3/4. Michaela Jackson from the Joe Sims Milwaukee Striders was second, 17.1 and 1/4. And Danielle Nelson from San Antonio Heat, the longest jump in Flight 2, 17.6 and 3/4. Third flight of 4, now on the runway.
Back on the track, Javon Kirksey leading the field. Adrian Keys. And in third now, that's Kobe Brackmeyer of Morrison, Illinois, wearing hip number 4. Passing him, number 16, Eric Davis of Tyrone, Georgia. But all giving chase on number 9, Javon Kirksey, Detroit, Michigan. As Kirksey toes the field through 800 in approximately 2:26. Javon Kirksey and Adrian Keys running 1-2. Kirksey, Keys, now number 7, William Leach of High Point, North Carolina, joining the front. And with a quick surge off the bend, number 10, Christopher John Duncan of Plumas Lake, California, moving all the way into second as we make our way up to the bell lap. And that's number 10, Christopher John Duncan to the lead, 3:28 with 400 meters to go. Christopher John Duncan coming from all the way back 500 meters out to take the lead. Challenging the field with 300 meters to go. 1,200 reached in 3:46. And the sprint is on from just over 200 meters. Christopher John Duncan, Plumas Lake, California. That's Adrian Keys, St. Louis, Missouri. And from 120 out, that's number 4, Kobe Brackemeyer, Morrison, Illinois. All these young men full throttle up the home stretch. Christopher John Duncan. He'll take this second section. 4:37.87 officially for Duncan. Keys second, 4:40.20, edging Brackemeyer at 4:40.99.
Let's go back to that 15, 16-year-old girls long jump and update that top 3. Third is Taylor Dietzick from the DD Express Track Club. 17-3 and 1/4. Danielle Nelson from San Antonio Heat, 17-6 and 3/4. Our leader, Amari Jackson from Inside Track, 18 feet, 1/4 of an inch.
Section 3 underway. Jaden Johnson, Midlothian, Virginia. Devin Carter, Frederick, Maryland. Jonathan Green of Arnold, Maryland. Nolan DeFreitas of Cornwall, New York. Carson Sanchez, El Cajun, California. Jeremiah Tomlin of Killeen, Texas. Elijah Cunningham, San Antonio, Texas. Mitchell Chunta, Windber, Pennsylvania. Malachi Kerrigan, Weddington, North Carolina. Preston Ruth, Knoxville, Tennessee. Elijah Owings, Aurora, Virginia. Julius Luna of Grand Prairie, Texas. Cameron Devereaux, Pearland, Texas. Scott Albertini of Boyds, Maryland. Jalen Burdine of St. Louis, Missouri. Evan Ying, Clarksville, Maryland. Paul Sepulveda of Fredericksburg, Virginia. Stephen Alvizio, San Antonio, Texas. Cameron Mansko, Ozark, Missouri. Jackson Long, Manor, Texas. Adam Hernandez, Wichita, Kansas. And Chase Osborne of Chesapeake, Virginia. And it is Sepulveda, hip number 17, currently in the lead on the rail, 66 seconds, meters. Now taking the front, that's number 5, Carson Sanchez of El Cajun, California.
Here are the results of the 14-year-old girls' 1,500-meter run. In 8th, In 8th, Jada Lyles, University City, Texas, 5:01.09. 7th, Maddie Brown, 5:01 flat. 6th, Olivia Howe, 5:00.90. 5th, Amber Gall, 4:53.88. 4th, Brianna Pello, 4:52.57. 3rd, Sanaya Watts, 4:50.09. 2nd, Olivia Sovereign, 4:49.24. And our 2015 AAU Junior Olympic Games champion, Caitlin Hart, Glen Ellen, Illinois, 4:46.77.
Back on the track, we have a new leader. That's number 4, Nolan DeFreitas of Cornwall, New York. You can see him at the top of the back stretch, coming up on 1,200 or 800 meters, roughly 2:20. DeFreitas. Looks like Carson Sanchez of El Cajun, California, and Jeremiah Tomlin of Killeen, Texas. Coming around the bend, DeFreitas still in the lead, followed by Tomlin and Sanchez. Now in 4th, number 12, Julius Luna of Grand Prairie, Texas. DeFreitas 3:17 at the bell. 400 meters to go. Luna now in the 2nd. DeFreitas making his way. 300 to go for DeFreitas, 3:35 at 1,200 meters. Nolan DeFreitas, Cornwall, New York. Julius Luna, Grand Prairie, Texas. Preston Ruth of Knoxville, Tennessee, now making his presence known as he's in 5th, challenging for 4th. 3rd place, that's Jeremiah Tomlin, Killeen, Texas. and Carlos Sanchez, El Cajun, California. All these young men giving chase on our leader. Nolan DeFreitas coming off the bend, 100 meters to go. Jeremiah Tomlin now in second. Nolan DeFreitas and Jeremiah Tomlin running 1-2. It will be DeFreitas. DeFreitas takes the third section in 4:31.89 officially. Tomlin, 4:33.12. Elijah Cunningham coming up for third in 4:34.55. Our fourth and final section underway. Artis Lewis, Miami Gardens, Florida. Andrew Lawrence, Overland Park, Kansas. Colin Williams, Richmond, Texas. Lucas Aramburo, Brookline, Massachusetts. Lazarus Williams, St. Louis, Missouri. Jaron Jordan of Patterson, New Jersey. Willie Coleman III of Alpine, California. Benjamin Werv of Virginia Beach, Virginia. John Hodges of Greenwood, Indiana. Samari Liggins of Canal, Winchester, Ohio. Noah Kim, Laurel, Maryland. Aaron Withrow, Scott Depot, West Virginia. Russell Carroll, Hurricane, West Virginia. Trevon Carter, Frederick, Maryland. Kobe Brown of Greensboro, North Carolina. Kobe Yepes of Round Rock, Texas. Mitchell Burr, Santa Rosa Valley, California. Jerron Smith, Missouri City, Texas. Enderis Jackson II of McDonough, Georgia. Colin Kane, Dundee, Michigan. Cooper Olander, El Cajun, California. And Jacob Wendell, Purcellville, Virginia. Coming round the bend, 400 meters, reached approximately in 64 seconds, 1:04 for the lead. This is number 3, Colin Williams of Richmond, Texas, followed by Jaron Jordan of Patterson, New Jersey. Jordan was third last year in the 13-year-old championship bracket. Number 2, Andrew Lawrence of Overland, Kansas, up there in the lead. Again, our fourth and final section, our seated section, for the 14-year-old boys, 1,500-meter run. Still with the lead. You can see him on the rail. That's Colin Williams. To his outside. Willie, on the inside, Willie Coleman III. On the outside, number 2, Andrew Lawrence. 2 laps to go. Jaron Jordan sitting in fourth. .800 meters, 2:17. We've got a bunch up front. 2:17 at 800. Huge pack. They seem to be feeling each other out right now as to who's going to make the first move. Off the bend. Building toward the gun lap. It is still number 3, Colin Williams on the rail. Next to him, number 2, Andrew Lawrence. Coming up on the outside right now, that's number 6, Jaron Jordan. Number 7, Willie Coleman III. 3:12 at the bell. 400 meters to go. Now taking the lead, that's Andrew Lawrence of Overland Park, Kansas. And he's going to lay down the gauntlet. Some quick separation, trying to shake the field. 1,200 meters reached in 3:29. 300 to go in this section. In second now, that's number 7, Willie Coleman III. Followed by Colin Williams. Jaron Jordan. Number 15, Kobe Brown. But they're all giving chase on the leader, Andrew Lawrence. Lawrence now Coming up with 100 to go. Everyone's launched into his kick, and here they come. This is Andrew Lawrence, Overland Park, Kansas. Lawrence will take section 4, 4:17.99. Officially, Willie Coleman the third, up for second in 4:22.33. Lazarus Williams 4:22.67.